Hi fam, hope everybody is doing well today. I want to talk about self-esteem issues a little bit, okay? Let's do it. Self-esteem. Do you have a healthy self-esteem? And that's a question that I can ask myself too, because I think even the strongest of us believe that our self-esteem is intact, but I believe that society shapes what we think about ourselves a lot. It shapes it, right? Because we have this standard look of beauty that the Caucasian society has dropped upon us years ago. And now this new standard of beauty is fake body parts, right? So if you don't have this perfect hourglass shape, now you're thinking that something's wrong with you, right? That you can improve your look, you could look better, and that you can do things in the medical field and add things to yourself or take away from yourself. Do we have a healthy self-esteem? And that's something to look at, because I see that it's not there. We're not at a healthy self-esteem because of the attention seeking that a lot of us are doing on these websites. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is. And we're going hard to showcase our assets on the outside, right? I don't think people are thinking about their character building and moral standards. I don't think those things come to mind. Everything is the outside, right? What it appears to be. You know, you appear to be confident, but you're really not. Because the people that appear to be confident, showing off their body, because some people going hard with the exercise, and kudos to you. Take care of that body. That temple is very important. But showing off your body the way you do and striving for attention the way you do, everything is geared toward all eyes on me, which is a form of idolatry. All eyes on me, look at how perfect I am. But something is missing inside. Something is missing inside. There's no way any of us are at that point where we feel like we're in perfection in every way. And if you do feel like your body is perfect, there's other aspects to you. There's more than just your body. There's your mind, right? Your character, how you treat people, how people receive you, how you love, how you share, how you give. All these things are a part of your makeup. It's more than just what we look like on the outside. And I just wanted to address that, because insecurities come in many, many ways. A lot of us have been damaged in our childhood, and so we carry things with us. If we don't heal from it, we carry it with us, and the way we behave is going to show that we have some scars or hurt, you know. And so I think healing is what needs to be had. A lot of us need healing so that we can accept ourselves as we are. Now, some of us look in the mirror and we don't like a lot of things about ourselves. I have a couple of them, but I don't hate myself. I never have. When I was younger, before I had my first child, I was not endowed in this area here. So I was teased in school and in junior high school by one particular boy. Me and my good friend Jackie at the time, we were like the smallest in our class. All the other girls seemed to be, you know, more well endowed. He used to tell us things like, "Oh, they're like a truck ran over your chest." And then I remember a time when I graduated from 8th grade and I had to go get a pair of shoes, and honey, my foot was a size 10. At the beginning of the year, my mom and I were sharing shoes, which was like between 8.5. My foot had grown so much. I was wearing a 10. And my brother didn't mean any harm, but I remember when a guy was like, "Oh, she don't wear 8. And they measured my foot. He said, "She needs a 10. I was shocked too. All of us was shocked, my mom as well. And my brother just laughed. And I remember feeling bad about that. So I had flat chest and big feet, and I didn't like it. That was what I didn't like about myself at that time. You know, when you're young, you have a lot more insecurities, especially if other people are pointing them out. You feel bad. And then when I later on met my children's father, and he was a good boyfriend to me, and I remember him taking me to go get a pair of sneakers, and when he found out I wore a size 10, he was like, "Wow, Sasquatch," joking around. But I was always, I felt bad about it. I felt bad about having big feet. But you know, it's the people around you that encourage you to accept and embrace yourself as you are. There are some things that we cannot change about ourselves. It is what it is. That's your God-given blessing. Your big feet, your small this, your large that. I have a big nose. I never had a problem with that. I think all my features are quite large, actually. My nose, my lips, my eyes, my ears, my cheekbones. I'm just big. I remember joking around with a friend of mine some time ago. This was years ago. I said, girl, everything is big about me, even my baby toe. Because she laughed. She said, girl, you crazy. But it is. We have to learn to accept ourselves as we are. You know what I'm saying? And not let somebody make you feel less than. What can you do about what you look like? The only thing we can change is our weight. And I believe that most of us should work on that. And I'm working on that. I'm down 20-something pounds. I got a ways to go. But this was my struggle for years. My weight, you know, fighting this fat. And winning the battle and then losing again. And so you have insecurities about things like that. I wouldn't call myself insecure in reference to that, because I'm not much of a worrier of what people think about me, but I want a healthy attitude about myself. So that's what I'm working on, self-love. Because when you love yourself, you have to take care of yourself in your entirety, the whole being, every way, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You must care for yourself overall. And when you don't do that, it brings about insecurities within you, and then you look for validation from other people, you know. I consider myself a strong person, and even being a strong person, I have issues, right? We all do. We're human, so we have issues. But I never allowed other people's opinion of me to affect me. I'm just not built like that. I don't care what people think about me, and I don't mean it in a nasty way, like I'm doing me, I don't care what you think. I'm never thinking like that. I love people, right? So I would love to get along with the whole world, but it just doesn't happen, right? So I'm not going to be insecure about that, why you don't like me, especially when I'm approachable, I'm friendly, I'm sociable. Some people don't like that. They're the opposite. And when you're a happy-go-lucky person, sometimes you annoy people. And that's your problem, not mine. And you don't have to engage me, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people staying away from me or not liking me. As long as I did nothing to you, you're not going to make me feel a way about who I am, nor am I going to change who I am to satisfy somebody else. I'm not the type that love attention. I'm not attention seeking either, you know, because I could do things to get attention. I mean, all of us can, you know, but that's just not me. I don't want attention on me in what's the word I want to use? A desperate way. Desperate, that's the word. I don't desperately seek attention. I don't want the focus to be on me. I like sharing my story because we're all the same. We've come from somewhere. We've had trials and situations and things that occurred, and so that makes us alike, right? And so I enjoy sharing things to encourage people. But I like to talk about insecurities because I look at my sisters and my daughters. I consider the young ladies to be my daughters because they are of my daughter's age. I could be their mom. And the way everybody's shaking and jiggling and bending over and wearing the skimpiest things and taking these pictures and just doing all these things for attention's sake, just to get likes. And even some of them don't even care if it's negative attention. You just want the spotlight on you. That has to do with insecurity. And I don't care how perfect your body is or how perfect your hairstyle is, your makeup, whatever it is that you're doing to appease yourself for the outside. Your inside is damaged. And so the insecurities start inside. So no matter what you do on the outside is not going to heal the brokenness that's in the inside, the brokenness that's in the inside. So I just want to talk about insecurities. A lot of people are doing things for attention's sake, just to say, look at me, to put a spotlight on themselves, you know, to shine a spotlight on themselves. And I feel sad because if you don't love you, nobody else is going to do it. And we're talking about self-love a lot. This is the age where everybody's talking about self-love and stuff like that. But self-love starts with caring for yourselves. So as much as I like to think that, you know, I love myself, I'm not insecure about my appearance and stuff like that, loving myself the most would be caring for my temple, you know, putting good things in, exercising, sleeping, you know, drinking a lot of water. We don't love ourselves in that regard. Y'all know I'm having a hard time in this Georgia heat, right, with this little sweater thing on. But yeah. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. So, you know, if you're not caring for yourself for your health's sake, then that's another issue that we have. That's not love, self-love. We have to care about ourselves on the inside so that we can be healthy. Nobody wants to be sick. I know I don't. I don't like pain. I don't like pain. You know, I don't want to struggle with my health. I don't want to be told I need to pop a pill to cure this or to manage this. You know, because everything can be managed through eating better, sleeping, moving, and sunshine. Love the sun. Stay up in it, okay? Even though I sweat, I stay in the sun because it's nourishing. The Father made it to help us. And a lot of times they tell us in society that we don't need it. It's too much. It's going to make us sick. It's going to cause us cancer. Phooey. I'm not having none of that. I'm not feeling none of that. Because I know anything the Father designed, it was for our benefit. But, you know, we have to stop allowing other people to tell us what beautiful is and our worth. You have to know your worth. And this is where the insecurities come into play. Women looking at other women's bodies and saying, oh, she looks so great, I want to look like her. But why is she walking around exposing her body? Because she's insecure as well, you know? And we think it's just, oh, she just looks good, she's showing it off. But why? Why would you accept that to be how you get your attention? Is that the only thing about you that somebody can find appealing? You know, that has to do with a low self-esteem. So work on your self-esteem, ladies. Please. Work on it. You don't need somebody else to tell you what you are. The Father made you. He created you. He allowed you to be. And that is all you need to be, is what He designed you to be. Now, what we need to do is to care for the temple, care about ourselves, and use our other gifts besides the outside, the appearance, to appeal to people. We have a heart, we have a mind, we have skills, we have talent. We have so much more to offer than just the outside. Build up yourself, sis. Build up your self-esteem, my daughter. Please. And don't use your body for attention's sake or to build yourself up. Anything can happen to this body. But guess what? Your heart and your mind will still be intact. You will still have those gifts to share with the world. It's not about your outside. Anything can happen to us on the outside. You know, I hate to think of horrible things, but there are people who have been burned up. People who have been attacked with lie by an ex-partner or whatever, being crippled in an accident. Things occur. There's more to you than your appearance. Have a healthy self-esteem, regardless of what you look like on the outside. And don't treat people poorly because they don't look the way you think they should look. You know, don't do that to other people as well. I'm off. Y'all have a beautiful day. And remember that God blessed you. He blessed the earth with you. He sent you to this earth to be a blessing. First, start with taking care of yourself and healing what's broken in yourself so that you can live your purpose. Peace, love, and blessings.